Hello, everyone. So, welcome back again to another session of Chit Chat with Paul. So, today, the main purpose on why I did this kind of video is to record my purpose. To record my or to track my English language improvement. Like when I looked at in my previous video, I always think that, oh my god, speak I spoke English really, really, genuinely, awkwardly, cringe here. But right now, I could see myself improving. Not to the extent wherein I am already, a pro in speaking the language, wherein I am really fluent. I couldn't consider myself as a fluent in speaking the language yet, but all I can say is that I have improved. Like if I'm going to look back to where I started, I could always say or I could tell that there is a major improvement. I couldn't speak this way before, and it's such a milestone already. And this really helps me a lot because since I came from the Philippines wherein I don't have someone where I could casually talk with English because in the Philippines, our language is different. We rarely use English, especially that I also live in the mountains, wherein there are only few people here in our city. Oh. But yeah, so the main purpose in this video is to record my English proficiency improvement. And today, what we're going to talk all about right now is we are going to talk about um let's talk about the let's talk about friendship. So I have lots of friends before. Like when I was in elementary, I have friends. In high school, I also have friends. In college, I also have friends. Let's begin with my elementary days. So when I was in elementary, I have lots of friends. Like when I was just in grade 1 to grade 3, all of my friends were boys. And then later, I found it in myself that I am not straight. So that's why I shifted my environment into a more feminine. Like, I, I get to, I, I did I did bond with girls and to the gays as well. Like in my elementary, in my formative years, which is in grade 1 to grade 3, most of my friends are boys. But when I finally entered grade 4 to grade 6, my friends shifted to girls and gays. And that's when I realized that, you know, masculine type of friendship is not for me. That's why, because I'm someone who loves feminine games. Like in elementary, like especially that we're in elementary, we are fond on you know we are fond on playing games. And I am not someone who really likes robots, really likes supermans. Instead, or ironically, I like the opposite. I like Barbies. So that's when I realized that, you know, so that's when I started to build a friendship. So in my grade 4 to grade 6, that's when I have friends with people not so since in my formative years most of my friends are boys and they are not studious, or that's when I always I guess placed at the bottom in the class. And then when I turned into grade 4 to grade 6, since my friends started to shift into the girls and gays, I started to to take a spot, and not really at the top, but in the middle, like I am already in, in the mediocre level. Like I can already read, I can already solve math problems. That's where, or that's when I I build up something in myself. And you know that's when I also realized that friendship in elementary is something that we should really treasure about, because they are the ones who build you right now. And then when I turned into high school, my friends were different. Like, since we you know we went on to different paths. Like, other my friends went on to other schools, so that's when I started to build another community. Like, I only have one friend in my circle in elementary, wherein he is my he is gay. So he is what I only have, like, at that time, because my other friends are on the other sections, or even at other schools. So in my the elementary in my high school days, everything shifted into a Digimon cringe era. So that's when I also started to get friends with other girls. Like, I get to, I am someone who is, someone who will be their side when they will be having their dates or something. Like, I don't know if they trusted me so much. Like, I don't know. Like, when there are dates with my friends, they always bring me. Yes. And also, when I was in college, everything shifted into a more mature and a more different way, because that's when I started to face reality at this as it is. Like, when I was in high school, I did not fully experience what reality is, because I am always dependent with people. And then when I was in college, that's when I started to face numerous, countless of circumstances. Like, this is when especially when I was in high school, I am always vulnerable type of person. But when I entered college, I became independent. I like being alone rather than having friends, because I have this friends of mine that betrayed